So you're David?
David Menzies with Rebel News, and I apologize. You've had to deploy 3 police cruisers about just in regard to a journalist asking questions. It's bizarre. David Menzies for Rebel News here in Richmond Hill. Well, folks, I'm outside the house of Liberal MP Majid Jowhari. Mr. Jowhari is a little infamous on the political landscape because he is a Canadian Liberal MP who is actually sympathetic to the Iranian regime. Now, you may recall I ran into Mr. Jowhari last June in Richmond Hill. Here's how that encounter went. Do you support the regime?
Absolutely not.
Oh, then why did you tweet congratulations?
Because I'm not tweeting congratulations and you're faking your news.
No. Yeah, so for Mr. Jowhari, apparently denial ain't just a river in Egypt. Well, in any event, with Iran very much in the news, I'm here at Mr. Jowhari's house to get him to comment on recent reports coming from the United States that Iran might have shot down that aircraft carrying 63 Canadians, amongst others, the other day. That is a incredibly significant number. That's triple the number of Canadians that died on 9/11. I want to ask Mr. Jowhari if he has any comments to make regarding whether or not this was indeed an Iranian plot. And I want to know if perhaps he's been in contact with the Iranian regime, getting his talking points from Tehran. I'm going to call on his house right now, and we'll see if anyone's home. Well, folks, I don't know if anyone's home or if they are just refusing to answer the door. I've been here before. The last time I was here, a woman, presumably Mr. Jowhari's wife, threatened to call police. So what I'm going to do now is head down to the constituency office for the Richmond Hill MP, see if anyone there can comment on this grotesque tragedy that has happened abroad. And I will come back here later and see if I can catch Mr. Jowhari at his abode. Hello. Hi there.
Let me put you on hold for a second. How are you?
Hi, very good, ma'am. I'm David Menzies with Rebel News, and I'm trying to track down Mr. Jowhari in regard to this terrible tragedy that's befallen 63 Canadians in Iran. Is he in the office right now, or? I do not know. I've been, thank you.
What's your name?
David Menzies with Rebel News. Is he actually here today, ma'am? Okay.
I'm going to ask you to leave the premises immediately, please.
Oh,
I'm asking you to leave
who are you, ma'am?
immediately, please. I'm asking you to leave.
What does Mr. Jowhari have to say?
I'm asking you to
Excuse me.
I'm asking you
Can you not touch me?
These are private.
What?
This is not public property. I'm asking you.
This is an urgent story, ma'am. 63 Canadian, that's 3 times as many as 9/11.
to leave
What is
the
Mr.
premises immediately.
Where is Mr. Jowhari right now?
Do not do so, sir. I will be asking the security and or the police to remove you. Please leave.
Where is Mr. Jowhari right now?
Please leave the premises.
I don't know who you are. I
am the office manager, and I'm asking.
What is your name, ma'am?
I am not going to give you my name, sir.
What is your comment about the 63 Canadians that died?
Please leave the office.
You don't care about them, do you?
I have no comment, and I'm asking you to.
You have no comment? 63 Canadians have died, and you have no comment?
I have no comment.
I'm not touching you.
Well,
ma'am. You've got your hands on
I
me. I'm just
absolutely,
standing
and as
here.
I said, you can absolutely tape as I escort you out the door, but I am going to escort you out the door.
Okay. Well, I think that's.
Leave the offices.
Oh, it's Joe Warmington of the Toronto Sun. Hi, Joe. I tried to.
Closed, and I'm Mr. Menzies.
Joe, get
I
hold of this.
asked you-
What's going on here?
Excuse me.
Mr.
Excuse me.
Jowhari.
What?
Come in, Joe.
I don't know.
No, excuse me. This is not your office.
Well, folks, shades of last Saturday in Toronto, the police, not the Toronto police, but the York Regional Police, have shown up. I don't know if this is because of me being here. They walked right past me and didn't say anything, or if this is to aid and abet Mr. Jowhari in going out to those vigils that the office manager was mentioning. Once again, I don't think that there's anything more urgent for Mr. Jowhari to do right now than address a massacre of Canadians. Maybe, I mean, the allegations are coming out of the US that this is perhaps a missile that took down this plane. This is 3 times the number of Canadians that died in 9/11. And Mr. Jowhari is friendly with the Iranian regime. He says so himself in his tweets. Many in the Persian community of Richmond Hill loathe this man. In fact, he's the only Persian in Richmond Hill I've ever met in my 21 years of living here that apologizes and supports the Iranian regime. And what bad luck is that, that he happens to be the member of parliament in the Dominion of Canada. Absolutely incredible. Hi, officer.
So, are you gonna film me when we do this?
Oh, yeah, what are we doing, sir? I'm just waiting for Mr. Jowhari.
I'm just chatting with you right now.
Okay.
Obviously, we have a call from the office here.
Oh, the office called the police on me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is there a reason why you're here? I just want to hear your side of the story.
Yes, sir. My name is David Menzies with Rebel News. Mr. Jowhari is the Member of Parliament for Richmond Hill. He is someone that allegedly has ties to the Iranian regime. He has applauded them and supported them. And there's been recent allegations that he's actually an agent of Iran in Canada. I'm just trying to get his side of the story and find out what he has to say about this terrible tragedy. 3 times more Canadians died on this than in 9/11, sir. And I came here, and evidently he's hiding behind the skirt of his office manager. That's who she claims to be. She wouldn't give me her name. And so I'm out here in the common area, waiting for him to come out so I can scrum him.
Okay, so just to let you know, he's not in the office. We just spoke with the chief of staff.
Sure.
So in this common area, it's right now we don't have well, obviously they're very emotional, as you can expect, right? After hearing such a news, right?
Well, that's the crux of the matter, officer. They say that he's planning on going to a vigil.
Well, I'm not here to discuss the.
Oh no, but I just think.
I would like to know why we got called here, right?
Okay.
So I just want you to know, give them the privacy, right? Like, it's obviously you're in a common area for now.
Right.
We don't have the permission of the landlord yet,
Yeah.
but I guess they're gonna work something out. And if they do, they might not want you to be here just because,
I see. So if the landlord tells me to vacate, I'll have to vacate. Okay, I understand.
Okay. So.
And
Yeah, so just that's what I'm just telling you right now.
Okay.
You can film here and do what you gotta do.
I really appreciate that, officer. Thank you.
Once we get the. So you're David.
David Menzies with Rebel News, and I apologize. You've had to deploy 3 police cruisers about just in regard to a journalist asking questions. It's bizarre.
Touchy matter, right?
Pardon me.
It's a touchy matter. That's why.
Okay.
And sir, you are.
I'm Joe Warrington, Toronto City Collins. And I just came upon, I was just a constituent who died in a plane crash. I was just going for a house comment. So I don't know why you're taking my name.
You're from Toronto, son. Just told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, as you can see, folks, shades of Tehran. Mr. Jowhari apparently, or somebody in his office, called the police on me. 3 police cruisers came. But I want to give a tip of the hat to the York Regional Police Force. They didn't shut me down from doing journalism. They saw that I was in a common area in this building, and if the landlord asked me to leave, well, I'd have to leave. Unlike the Toronto police that threatened me with breach of peace last Saturday at the candlelight vigil for General Soleimani. So anyways, I think what we just saw on camera was police work carried out right in a country that embraces Western values, including freedom of the press. Well, folks, I'm back at Mr. Jowhari's Richmond Hill residence. Yet again, it looks like either nobody is home or nobody is answering the door. In a way, I can't blame him. What words are there to be said now that there are 63 dead Canadians as a result of that airline crash, especially if the rumors are true that Mr. Jowhari is indeed a paid agent for the Republic of Iran? Well, in any event, we're going to still try to get Mr. Jowhari to at least release a statement. It's the very least he can do. In the meantime, I think, as I mentioned before, it is perversely ironic. No, beyond that, it is grotesque that this particular Liberal MP, a Liberal MP that even other Liberals despise and have warned voters not to vote for, would dare show his face at any of the vigils for these dead Canadians. Shame on Majid Jowhari indeed. For the Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, if you like the kind of news Rebel News brings you on a daily basis, the kind of news you're not going to get anywhere else, why not become a premium content subscriber? Please go to premium.rebelnews.com. That's premium.rebelnews.com. Sign up and never miss another Rebel video.